What's up, you guys? Indiana Harley guy here. Today it's Sunday, beginning of November. It's about 60 degrees, and I don't know if you guys remember. You remember that 2017 Road King that I've had on the channel a few times? Well, right here it is. I want to go over this bike a little bit, go for a ride, let you guys know my thoughts on this. This is a 2017. Love the paint job on this bike. It is gorgeous. It's got the 107 Milwaukee 8 6-speed gearbox. Let's see here what else. It does have a stage 1 kit in it, so it does have a little bit of hitch at its giddy up, but yeah, so we'll go over a little bit on this bike, and then we're going to get on the road and I will show you. We'll go for a ride and I'll tell you my thoughts on this bike. Alright, so up here you got your basic controls. Gas right here. You got your instrument cluster here. You get this little screen right here. It's got your indicators, so you flip this on. Got your oil pressure, neutral light, turn signals are all going to be inside there. Got your odometer here. Over here, hazards, kill switch, info button, all that, turn signals, horn, high beams, low beams, left turn signal, cruise control, and that's basic setup on this bike. You also got a lock up here, and this little ignition switch right here. Put the key in there, lock it, prevents you from being able to start this bike until you unlock that. So all you got to do from there is just bam, turn it on, and you're good to go. Gas gauge right here. I will say this about this bike: the gas gauge is not the greatest. I mean, at least it has one, but it's not the greatest. It does have a 22-inch tall windshield, which for me is a little too tall, but this is not my bike. But the person who owns this bike, it is perfect for them. So yeah, next time you see me, we'll be on the road. We're going to take a little ride, get some more thoughts on this bike, and then we'll head on back to the house. About this Road King, taking it for a little bit of a ride today. I do have to say, overall, I do like this bike. The ergonomics of it are different than what I'm used to compared to my Road Glide. The stock handlebars are a little taller, a little bit different riding position, but it's still a very, very, very good bike. So a little bit about this particular one. I can't remember what they call the paint scheme on this bike, but it was pretty sure it was strictly for 2017. But it's got the ghost flames in there. This is a very, very, very sharp bike. I don't know how well you can see that metal flake in there, but it does have some metal flake going on in there. It does have the 117, or I'm sorry, the 107 Milwaukee 8. Has a full stage 1 kit, the air breather, the pipes, the tune. It has a set of Vance & Hines on there. I'm not sure what brand of Vance & Hines this is, but we'll go ahead and fire her up and let y'all hear it real quick. This thing does sound pretty good. See how well you can hear this. So yeah, this thing does sound pretty good. It definitely has quite a bit of power compared to my Road Glide. I have a 107 in my Road Glide, but it just has the Cobra slip-on exhaust, so it has really no performance upgrades. But overall, I do dig this bike. There's the rear section. This is a very, very, very good bike. So if you're in a market for a Harley touring bike, but you're not necessarily into all the bells and whistles with like the navigation, the stereo, the big fairing, things like that, and also they're a little bit cheaper of an option, this might be something to go for. I'm not sure what the base price is on the Road Kings these days. I believe they're around the $25,000 mark, 24, something like that. Don't hold me to that, not sure. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on this particular bike. So on a comfort standpoint, there's not really anything done to this bike other than it has a set of progressive 412 rear shocks, which are definitely a huge upgrade to the stock suspension that was on this bike. But later on this winter, the owner of this bike is going to be upgrading both the front and rear suspension to Legends. The Legend Axios in the front, and I believe he's going to go with the Legend Revo Arcs in the back. He's going to upgrade this seat because the seat he has on it, get my helmet out of the way. I'm not a big fan of this seat. It's not the greatest. It's better than stock for sure, but to me it's not that great, and I don't think it goes with the look of the bike. That's my personal preference. The owner of the bike does like it, but to each their own. That's not even important about this video. This video is just basically showing you the ins and outs of these Road Kings. I don't know how much the 2017 models, which is what this is, differs from the new models that are coming out, other than I know the new ones, they're pretty much all the specials. So they have the extended bags, they're going to have the black trim, they're going to have the 114 Milwaukee 8 as opposed to the 107. I don't even know if you can get these in the 107 anymore. I could be wrong, don't hold me to that, not sure. But that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and get back to the house, get a couple things done, and we'll see you next week. And for those of you who do like to keep up on what I'm doing, sometime in December 10th through the 15th, I am going to be in Orlando, Florida on a little family vacation. And me and my woman, Miss Indiana Harley Gal, aka Crystal, we are talking about renting a couple motorcycles and driving around up and down the coast of Florida a little bit for the day. Not sure what we're going to rent, if we even do, but we definitely want to try to, if we can squeeze it in, take a day to ride while we're there. We're going out there with both my stepsons and their girlfriends, my mother, and my brother-in-law. We're all going out there for a little family vacation, kind of get away from this Indiana cold winter a little bit. But hopefully, if what I have planned goes well, I think it'll make for a pretty good video. But well, I'll keep you guys posted more on that as the time comes closer. We still got about 2 more months before we even leave. But next week, I'm going to do a video all about Miss Luna, Indiana Harley pup. Want to tell you a little bit about her. We're going to load her up on the Road Glide, take her for a ride, and we're going to see how much a beagle likes being on a bike. Be sure to check that out. But for now, this is going to be it for me, you guys. Thanks for watching. You guys ride safe.